Greetings and good Yuntif. My name is Greg Silverman. I'm the Executive Director of the WSCAH Campaign Against Hunger, based here on 86th and Broadway, as I think so many of you know. As you know, we've been around for over 40 years, helping feed the community, alleviating hunger by ensuring that all New Yorkers have access, with dignity, to healthy food and supportive services. We've grown a lot over the last few years. Dozens of mobile market locations across the entire city to make sure we're not only bringing people to food, but we're bringing food, healthy food, to people in need where they live, where they play, where their families are. And one reason we've been able to do all this expansive work is because we do it in partnership with so many groups across the city. And also because we're really reflective on our work. We spend a lot of time thinking about how can we make sure we get healthy food to everyone who needs it, and not just calories. How can we think about supporting our entire team to support all of our customers and our volunteers? It's all about taking the time and energy and effort to reflect upon the good work we're doing to make sure in the future we're doing even better work. You know, as a child growing up in Utica, New York, at Yom Kippur, I'd go to High Holiday services at Temple Bethel, and I fasted, did all that I was supposed to do, but I didn't really understand the deep meaning of why we were here on a day like today. And as I prepared for this year's High Holiday services and talking to the B'nai Jeshurun community, I reread this scripture, and what I found was much more meaning and reflection related to what we do each and every day as we fast, at the same time as we think about hunger in our community, folks who are homeless, folks without the means that many of us have. And so I think about that today, and also through all of COVID, it's forced us to reflect upon how our world is built, what we have and what we don't have, and how we can actually change our world for the better. And so whether it's through COVID alone and on Yom Kippur, we take time to reflect and we appreciate all that we have and all that we can do in the future. So I wanted to show you all a bit of the work we're doing to make sure that all of our community has healthy food and supportive services and the means to have an enriched and wonderful life. So please check out this short video. Hi, we're here at the corner of 86th and West End, where WSCAH's been for the last 40 years, serving the community with healthy food and supportive services. Obviously, things are really different starting today because of COVID-19. Our team is distributing food on the street, a way we haven't had to do this in many decades, for safety of our customers, safety of our staff, implementing social distancing, and just making sure at the same time every customer who needs the supports gets access to healthy food, because that's what everyone needs right now.
WSCAH Campaign Against Hunger has always been flexible and able to respond to things, and that's what you need to do in a situation like this, because who knew we would be at a place like this a couple of weeks ago? We didn't know.
During COVID-19, WSCAH has remained true to our mission. We are continuing to provide all New Yorkers with a choice of healthy food and supportive services during these times. We have, in a matter of days, transformed our entire operations from a choice model grocery store inside the St. Paul and St. Andrew's Church to a street level operation that we set up each and every morning to provide our customers with a large supply of healthy, high quality foods for their families during this time of great need. We've also completely switched our social services from one that meets one-on-one with our customers to a virtual-based social service program. We are using our mobile market resources to bring bags of food to community groups so that the most vulnerable, like the undocumented, like families with young children, like folks with chronic health conditions, that they all can receive food in this time of significant need.
Hi, my name is Monica Estrada Guzman. I'm the program director of Nido de Esperanza and also a community social worker. We work with families here in Washington Heights and Inwood between the ages of 0 to 3. Our families are recent to first generation immigrant families from Latin America and the Caribbean. We're here today because of our great partnership with Westside Campaign Against Hunger, coming alongside with us during this time to really serve our families, to make sure that our families have food on their tables. Partnerships like this really make your work feel greater, and it really empowers you that there's other community agencies in the community that can come alongside you, and they're helping us model community, which is one of the cornerstones of our program.
That's part of how we work, right? We work in collaboration as a team, as one community, whether it's up here at 181st Street working with New York Presbyterian, or downtown at Bellevue where we dropped off 750 kits of food for every discharged food insecure patient who leaves that hospital in the coming weeks, or at 86th Street where every day we're helping hundreds and hundreds of families get access to healthy food, even in the midst of a pandemic, to find solutions to fighting food insecurity and acting on them right away, because we know this is the time to double down as a community to make change. It's not a time for us to sit back and do what's easy. This is the time to test out new ideas and push forward, and we are so thankful that we have a community behind us who sees the same ideas and values and has been with us through thick and thin to make sure that dignity, community, and choice are for everyone in this city. And so we are thankful, and we'll just continue to be bringing out great food and services to folks across New York City. You know, the WSCAH team inspires me each and every day. This team of 27 staff who are dedicated to bringing healthy food and supportive services to all New Yorkers in need. And oftentimes we don't get to see all these faces of the folks who are driving our trucks, on the calls with customers in need, moving food around the city. And so I wanted to give a chance, hopefully, for you to meet them and be inspired by them in the same way that I am. So we wanted to just give an opportunity to let them say hello, and hopefully you'll have a greater understanding of how they show up each day, and which is part of how you all show up too, to make change across New York City.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Richards, and I work at Westside Campaign Against Hunger as the Culinary Program Director.
Hola, mi nombre es Joey Peralta.
My name is Ardeta Rivera.
My name is Jake.
John LeBreton.
Hola, me llamo Rafaelito.
My name is Andre Bonds.
My name is Stephanie Mosier.
Jessica Salmon.
My name is Pedro Castillo.
Allison Rosenthal.
My name is Amy Mojedano, and I work at the Westside Campaign Against Hunger as the Director of Social Services. Our 86th Street Market and Mobile Market will serve over 19,000 households this year, which is almost double the amount of households served from last year. Our Social Services Department will provide benefits to over 3,300 families this year, which includes services such as food stamps, health insurance enrollment, and referrals to other vital services.
I've worked at WSCAH for 2 years.
12 years.
3 years.
2 years.
3 years.
For 1 year.
I've worked at WSCAH for 6 years. Thank you so much for your support. The Mobile Market Program serves some of the most vulnerable populations here in New York City: older adults, immigrants, and families with young children. Through COVID-19, this program allowed WSCAH to be at the forefront of forming new partnerships to immediately address food insecurity through no contact drop-offs.
When I think about WSCAH, Westside Campaign Against Hunger, what I think about is choice. As a chef, the ability to choose your ingredients and cook what you want to cook is super important to me. So the fact that we give our customers the opportunity to actually cook with the ingredients they want and cook food that's culturally appropriate is so important.
I think of serving customers with dignity.
Community.
Collaboration and community.
I think of all of the choices that our customers have.
Partnership.
I think of the power of community.
Our community has stood by us, you and so many others, during this pandemic, helping us to be supportive as we maintain our focus on our 3 key attributes: dignity, community, and choice. The last few months have been trying and difficult for obviously our customers and for our staff and for our volunteers, and I'm sure for you as well. But everyone has pulled together so that we can continue this work, whether it's on the street at 86th Street at our pantry or through our mobile operations all over the Bronx and Queens and Manhattan. And we continue to do that, and in some sense to thrive and innovate, because it's necessary right now. For all of us, we know the future is uncertain, but we know that community will always drive us forward, no matter what the future holds.
Thank you for your support.
One more thing, guys. Thank you for your support in New York City. We try to work and help everybody else in the city. Thank you for everything.
As you can see, the West Side Campaign Against Hunger has an incredibly dedicated team. And beyond those 27 staff that you just met, we're part of an incredibly dedicated community of change makers working to alleviate hunger across New York City for the last 40 years. And the B'nai Jeshurun congregation is a deep, heartfelt member of that community. We cherish our relationship with you all. We thank you for your engagement. We thank everyone who's been willing to fight for change for all New Yorkers in need. And today, on the highest of holy days, on Yom Kippur, we hope that you remember those in need, and we simply hope that you have an incredibly meaningful and also easy fast.